Okay, so I'm going to try to tell you a sea story, and I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. Now, here's the fun part about sea stories. Good sea stories are never short and sweet, but that's not the point. The point here is going to be about running from two TWO hurricanes. So, a aircraft carrier, if you're going to pull it into an island, especially if the island isn't real sharp, right? If it's kind of a lot of shallow, well, then you're not going to be able to pull an aircraft carrier that has six, seven, 8 stories of um, volume underneath the water line. So what you're going to do is you're going to anchor out, and so you throw an anchor down, and you have little boats that come up, and they take you off of the back of the boat. That's called the fantail. You get on the, you go to the fantail, you jump on the little boat. The little boat takes you to the dock in Key West. You go to Key West, um, and it's a lot of fun. And Key West has a story for another day. That's a long story for another day. What a great place! What a really cool atmosphere. Um, you always know it's cool when you go somewhere where Shore Patrol is telling you, "Oh, don't go over here," and everybody's just like, "We should go over there." Um, even if you didn't expect what was going to happen when you went over there, you could still be like, "Wow, that is something." Anyway, so a couple days in, we two hurricanes started to converge on where we were anchored in Key West. So they called, I think it was General Order Oscar. Fly the Oscar flag is what it's called. So the ship runs it up its mast. Even an aircraft carrier has a mast where they run up the different colored flags. Um, and that one, it means general recall. So like the municipal police force, they came out and they went down Duval Street. That's the main street in Key West. They went down Duval Street, calling general recall. All sailors to USS Harry Truman report to the dock to rejoin the ship. And of course, only about a third of the people did because the other third of the people wanted to stay there. They didn't want to get back on the boat because it's miserable. And another video for another time would be how cool it was that they didn't show up. That we had like a skeleton of a skeleton crew going from Key West back up to Norfolk, and that was one of the most beautiful rides I've ever had in my life because there was nobody else there. Back to Key West. So, me being a rule follower, you know, Jericho, I uh, I found my way back to the ship, or I should say back to the dock, and I got on the dock and Liberty boats, and so we got back on these Liberty boats, and the biggest ones could hold maybe like 40 people, smallest maybe like 10. And one of the things you have to remember is it's not the motion, it's your eyes that really make you seasick. So it's really not all this, it's what you see while all this is happening. So um, aircraft carriers get a lot of new people all the time, every day, every single day. There's new people. There's people going off. There's people coming back on. A lot of those people have never been out to sea before. Aircraft carrier, not so bad, right? Just kind of still twists and what have you, and it's presents its own seasickness when you're out in like the North Atlantic or something like that. Uh, does not prepare you for a Liberty boat in hurricane level waters. So I remember this young African American guy. feel so bad for him to this day. I see him as clearly as I did. Well, that was 2002, so 18 years ago. And we were just jumping through these waters and just back. You can't remember, it's just not up and down, it's left and right. And the whole boat is not just going up and down, it's also twisting the whole time, right? So your eyes are just losing it. And this this poor guy, and he was not alone. He was not alone in the least. So we probably anchored out not even a mile, but I bet you we didn't get 400 feet out of dock, and then pretty much anybody who didn't have their sea legs, meaning having been through this before and weren't given Dramamine, because Dramamine, if you take it, you will always need it. And if you have good shipmates or good buddies or whatever, they'll tell you don't take the Dramamine, suffer through whatever seasickness you get. This poor guy, I still remember him going up to the side of I would have been the starboard side, and just losing his biscuits. And I remember I walked up to see how he was, and I could just see up and down the side, just people losing it. I was like, oh no. And just the difference between like a nice little ride and really rolling through rough surf. And so that was my story. I promised I would I promised to DMC I would tell the story, so I wanted to get that out there. There are more details. If you like sea stories, I will tell some more. There's a lot more, especially about Key West. We could talk about the other side of Key West, the side Shore Patrol told us not to go down, that we still ended up down there. Um, Hemingway House was down there, as a matter of fact. Um, could also talk about what it's like to be out to sea for that amount of time, or to be in that heavy surf. It's fun because the Daedra campaign, Daedra, I hope I'm saying that right. Daedra campaign is out to sea at the moment. So it's fun for me, having been a ex-sailor, to talk about it. However, man, there's a lot of good stories to tell. And the other thing is, I would hope that if I'm going to sit here and tell a story about something that's relatable to my campaign, that others would get up there and throw on the headphones, mic, whatever, and tell a story. So, because I'd be interested to listen. Anyhow, have a good night.